and gentlemen. And as promised, I said last week I was going to start showing y'all little reviews here and there of all my toys. So I'm starting it off with Bumblebee. Bumblebee from Reactivate is a cool toy. Do not get me wrong. He looks great in his alt mode. I love the asymmetrical paint. He looks great in his robot mode. Now, there is an issue with transforming this guy. Take a look at him. You can see, like I said, on one side, you got the dark black door that's fully, you know what I mean? It looks like it's damaged or they got it off of something else. Whereas the other door on the opposite side, nice and yellow. So like I like how in Reactivate we're going to be finding, parts to fix our robots. Like with Starscream, which I'll show off later. Starscream's wings, like even the Decepticon symbols on the wings are like off on purpose. Because like you can tell, and one wing is like molded one way, the other wing is molded a different way. It's not just the color. It's not just that they, did one black wing or one gray, but we'll see that later. Looking at Bumblebee, you see you got this awesome roll cage. You got the cute dune buggy lights. Once you've got this guy all tabbed together and tabbed in, he is an absolute joy. Those arms need to be exactly how you see it right there in order for everything to work right. Cool. I love the big beach tires. I love that the rims are yellow, the tires are black. But to transform this guy is just, so you want to start off by popping the front bumper up. And that'll loosen up the tabs for these front wheels. You'll swing those wheels back, do the same thing on the other side. That'll give you a way to get to the arms. Once you get to the arms, you just fold down the front bumper or just click it in. And now see that little hollowness right there, that little hole? You're supposed to be able to get that whole top part of the hood through that little hole. It doesn't work. It's very cringy. It's like transforming tracks or transforming jazz with all that clear plastic in the car mode. It's just something that's like, when you do it, it's like, that's the one thing you don't look forward to doing. Once you get past that part, everything else is smooth. Everything else clicks and tabs in, but you cannot make it through. Look at that. This does not fit through there. The width of that does not fit through there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to work on the legs. We'll open the legs up. And he's got thrusters on his back, same way that Optimus does. So I'm assuming in the game they'll have of course they'll have power boost or nitro in their car modes. But I'm assuming they might be able to fly because of the placement of the boosters. But anyway, you'll flip that foot out, spin it around, take the wheels that were there, put them inside. So you do the same thing on this side. You'll take that wheel, click it on the inside. That goes down, flips up, and then boom, tabs all together. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. You'll come around to that front. Now we're getting to the part that I hate. You'll separate the back half. Okay, you'll come up and you'll have, this is what you'll be working with. You've got 3 individual pieces. The front, the middle, and the legs. And the middle has the head attached. So they want you to take this part right here and fit it in between there. No, doesn't fit. I mean, it'll fit, but it doesn't fit. I watched M go, and the way he did it was he pulled it, so he just like shimmied it through and pulled it through, which is not as bad, but it is really just not that much clearance. And even the directions, I always read the directions first. I'm not one of those people that takes it out and then just tries to do it and then looks at it. No, I read the directions back and forth. I watch M go, and then I attempt it. This is an absolute pain. Look at this. Look at the trouble I'm having trying to get this hood. And it's not that, I'm not new to Transformers. I've been playing with these things for 40 years. I've got the most intricate toys down to the most simplest. This thing is,
that little head will pop
this part is a pain. So then I realized that the bumper was tucked in, wasn't supposed to be. So we finally got it through. And then once you get it through, you twist the arm at the wrist, you lift up the shoulder pad, lift up that shoulder pad. There you go. And now you can swivel the arms around, and you got that super high neck and the big head, which is awesome because he can look way up, he can look down, he looks all around. It's got the basic same as everything of all the other toys. Arm goes all the way around, knee bends, so forth and so on. My issue was, like I said, getting that head through the center. Once you do, and I don't have his guns pictured in this because I'll put them off to the side, because they do easily pop off. But you can like aim them like up and down on the shoulders or in the hands, and the guns do hide behind the fists in robot mode if you don't want to have them in his hands, which don't make sense. So now we're going to try to go back into car mode so that you can see again the pain of this guy. Everything else works wonderfully until you get to trying to put the hood of the car. So again, look at this. There is the wait, I'm up a little too high. There you go. This needs to come through. Yeah, and see that's what I mean. That clearance issue right there, it scares me. Now I know maybe it's because the toy is new and that hinge that's behind him, which turns into the back windows, maybe it should like bend a little bit easier or like fold at the right time. But you've got to have everything bent and leaned forward at the exact moment in order to come on. Still no. Try it this way. And now I'm getting notifications from people telling me that theirs is fine. There's no problem with theirs. Maybe it's just my copy, and I've never been one of those people that was lucky enough to be able to say that in the video. Maybe it's my copy that I don't know, but apparently I got the one that is extra tight right there. So, but I think I figured it out. If you take it and just fold right there, right when it gets to the stopping point, bend the back windows down just a little bit, and you should be able to finally wedge it through, just work it through a little bit. Bend it, push it, bend it, push it. Wait, and there we go. Yes, now we are all clear. We finally have the hood and the windshield out. Man, it's just, I don't know, I guess because Optimus is so smooth and Soundwave is so easy. Starscream, super easy to transform, and then you get this one. I'm not saying it's not easy to transform. I'm just saying there's just that one part with the hood and the windshield. It's just, I don't know, like I said, it's like transforming Trax or transforming Jazz. Trax has this part where you got to spin the foot around to get to the bottom of the shin and the foot, but you got to pass all this plastic in order to do it. And it's like, it feels like you're going to break it every single time. And like changing Jazz in the car mode, it feels like when you're trying to tuck the legs under that clear plastic, it feels like it could snap in any moment. Mine hasn't so far. So, but once you make it past that step, you're pretty much golden. All you got to do from here on is just take the doors, hold those doors in, because they will help if you hold them in. Tuck the legs under, fold the back up, take the foot, put it back where it was, spin it around, collapse it on the inside. Pop that side panel out, extend it, put the wheel in, tuck that foot in, and then you can stretch all this back out because it's just going to panel. It's just going to run right down the side and snap directly back in to under that front wheel well. So once you get that done, see that clicks right there underneath of the front fender. And then get that, like I said, hold that door shut. It'll help line everything up. Once you get everything all nice and squozing together, you're pretty much good. So then on this side, squeeze that door. There you go. Same side. Same thing on the other side. Take that foot, flip the wheel around, put the foot in, turn around, tuck it in, tuck that knee in, unfold the wheel. Click the wheel well underneath of there, shut that, squeeze it all together. And make sure you give it a good squeeze everything. And then the front bumper will tab in to those tabs in the front. You can see them right there. If I can get them lined up, just need to get them perfectly lined up. And then that front bumper will close in on those two tabs. And again, like I said, not a terrible figure. He's not terrible at all. The car mode looks amazing. The robot mode looks amazing. Transforming him can be somewhat fun until you get to that hood. And then once you click that in, give it a good squeeze, shut those doors again. And there you go. you've got Reactivate Bumblebee. Now, in his, off-road dune buggy mode, I like this guy. Now the thing too is that when you buy these Reactivate toys, they line them up in the box by head height. When you open the box, you see that the legs are actually not equal. Like when they first showed them to us, you saw that it looked like Soundwave and Optimus were the same height, and it looked like Bumblebee and Starscream were the same height. They're not. His legs are like an inch and a half shorter than Starscream, but in the box they just line it up by the heads. The heads are at the same height, so it appears as though he's way taller than he should be. He's not. So, but anyway, scale's great. I like him. The last Bumblebee that I purchased was Netflix Bumblebee, the Volkswagen, because I had to have that G1 wagon. But to be completely honest, that one's my wife's. So I felt like I needed a new Bumblebee, because he was like her favorite in the show or whatever. Or the Netflix show. But you got him back into his dune buggy mode, which looks absolutely amazing. Like I said, just getting him there is the only issue. Stay tuned. Later, I will be having the stop motion, and we will be taking a look at Starscream also. Well, it's your buddy, the 14th Prime. Again, I can't wait to animate this guy. I can't wait to do the stop motion. Hopefully, I'll get to do that today. But my wife just asked me if I wanted to go away for the night, and we are. So I'll talk to you later.